Welcome to Heart Attack Awareness. In today's episode, we're diving into the nighttime habit that can literally rebuild your heart while you sleep. You've probably heard that rest is important, but this isn't just about getting enough hours. It's about how you sleep, when you sleep, and what you do in the 60 minutes before bed that can drastically impact your heart's health. Cardiologists around the world are now looking closely at bedtime behavior, and the results are eye-opening. Why is nighttime so important for your heart? Because sleep is your body's maintenance mode. While you sleep, your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and your body begins cellular repair. In fact, some of the most important heart recovery and detoxification processes happen between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. If your nighttime habits are off, if you're staying up too late, exposed to bright light, eating heavy meals before bed, or carrying stress into sleep, you may be silently sabotaging your heart's ability to heal. And this isn't theory. A 2022 study from the European Heart Journal tracked over 100,000 people and found that those who consistently went to sleep between 10 and 11 p.m. had the lowest incidence of cardiovascular disease. People who fell asleep later, especially after midnight, had a significantly higher risk, even if they got the same number of hours. Timing matters. But there's more to it than just the clock. The real power lies in your pre-sleep routine, what researchers call sleep hygiene. By adopting the right bedtime habit, you can lower your nighttime blood pressure, reduce inflammation, improve your heart rate variability, and activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the calming, restorative branch that helps you repair rather than react. And the best part? It only takes about 20 to 30 minutes before bed. It's a ritual. One you can do with soft music, dim lights, and no screens. You don't need equipment and you don't need medication. Just commitment, just breath, light movement, reflection, and a consistent sleep window. Let's break it down and build it up, one calming step at a time. So, what exactly should you do in that final hour before sleep? Let's start with light. Bright light, especially blue light from phones, TVs, and tablets, suppresses melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. Melatonin doesn't just help you fall asleep. It's also a powerful antioxidant that protects the heart. When melatonin levels are disrupted, your sympathetic nervous system stays active, your blood pressure stays elevated, and your heart doesn't get the rest it needs. That's why step one in this bedtime habit is turning off screens at least 45 to 60 minutes before bed. Replace them with warm, amber lights or candles, which promote melatonin production and signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. Next is movement, but not just any movement. We're talking about gentle, heart-calming stretches. Think slow, mindful motions like forward bends, spinal twists, or legs up the wall pose. These postures enhance blood circulation, relieve pressure from the lower back, and activate the vagus nerve, the superhighway of your parasympathetic nervous system. When stimulated properly, the vagus nerve lowers your heart rate, reduces inflammation, and even supports digestion. It's like flipping a switch from go mode to rebuild mode. Breathing is the third pillar. Deep, diaphragmatic breathing, especially when extended to 4-7-8 counts, sends a message to your entire body: you are safe. This calms the amygdala, reduces cortisol production, and brings the heart into a state of coherence. Over time, this practice increases heart rate variability, a direct indicator of cardiovascular health and adaptability. People with high HRV are less likely to experience sudden cardiac events because their hearts are more responsive and resilient. Then there's gratitude journaling. This may sound unrelated to heart health, but it's not. Studies from the University of California have shown that people who journal about what they're grateful for experience better sleep quality, reduced nighttime blood pressure, and lower markers of systemic inflammation. Gratitude works by shifting the nervous system into a more parasympathetic state. It also reduces intrusive, racing thoughts, one of the top reasons people stay awake too long. Together, these small practices form one of the most powerful heart repair rituals you can build. They transition your body from stress to rest, from reaction to restoration, from pressure to peace. And here's the kicker. Consistency is more important than intensity. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up. Night after night, your heart learns. Your nervous system adapts. Your sleep deepens. And healing begins from the inside out. Let's take a real-world example. Raj, 58, had borderline hypertension and terrible sleep. He started a nightly practice. Screens off by 9:30, a 10-minute stretch, 5 minutes of breathing, and 3 gratitude entries. In just 1 month, his resting blood pressure dropped 10 points. He said, "I didn't change my diet or take new pills. I just learned how to close my day properly." Science continues to support this. In a 2020 clinical trial conducted by the National Sleep Foundation, participants who followed a structured bedtime routine that included breathwork and journaling showed a 19% improvement in sleep quality and a 15% reduction in evening blood pressure spikes. These are powerful numbers, and they came without medication. Let's bring this to you. If you're someone who scrolls late into the night, eats dinner right before bed, or falls asleep with the TV on, this might be your sign. Imagine replacing that routine with calm, intentional habits that protect your arteries while you rest. So what's your action plan? Set a sleep alarm. Not just a wake-up alarm, but a reminder to begin winding down. Ideally around 9:30 to 10 p.m. Turn off screens and dim your lights. Do 10 to 15 minutes of gentle stretches. Use music if you like. Sit or lie down and breathe deeply for 5 minutes. Try the 4-7-8 pattern. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Get in bed at the same time every night, even on weekends. Repeat. Keep it simple. Keep it consistent. Your heart is doing hard work every day, beating over 100,000 times, pumping nearly 2,000 gallons of blood. Give it the recovery it deserves. Let sleep be your secret weapon. Let's add one final piece to this puzzle: the food you eat and when you eat it. Many people don't realize that late-night meals, especially heavy or high-fat ones, can raise your heart rate, keep your metabolism active, and disrupt your ability to enter deep sleep stages. Research shows that when we eat close to bedtime, our bodies struggle to shut down and repair. Instead, they stay busy digesting, spiking insulin, and producing cortisol. To truly support your heart overnight, finish your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you sleep. But that doesn't mean going to bed hungry. If you do need something light, choose foods that promote melatonin and magnesium, like a handful of almonds, a banana, or a small bowl of oats. These nutrients calm the nervous system and help your heart relax into a restorative state. Let's also talk about temperature. Studies have found that sleeping in a cool, dark room around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius not only improves sleep quality, but also reduces your resting heart rate and enhances parasympathetic activation. Blackout curtains, fans, or a weighted blanket can make a big difference in helping your heart shift into its nighttime recovery rhythm. Lastly, consider this: your heart doesn't just rest during sleep, it learns. Just like your brain consolidates memory, your cardiovascular system adapts to signals from your behavior. A calm night trains a calmer heart, and that changes how you respond to stress, inflammation, and pressure during the day. One peaceful night can strengthen your heart's resilience tomorrow. This has been Heart Attack Awareness. Subscribe and stay tuned for the next episode in our Habits That Beat Heart Attack series. And remember, a peaceful night can lead to a powerful tomorrow for your heart, your health, and your life.